Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. First of all, I would just like to tell everybody thank you for watching my little rants and my videos so far. Um, just not gonna do a really long video today, but I was just thinking about a conversation I had with a young lady earlier. She was saying how she wanted to she wanted to start her own business because she was like listening to my video, pretty much talking about motivation. And the more she kept talking, she just was more so like, I want to do it, but I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail at it. I don't want to, invest my money into it and I fail. And pretty much I kept telling her, I'm like, if you don't ever get started, how you know you're going to fail at it? And I basically shared with her, when I first, started, doing, my t-shirts and, different things like that. I didn't really know how to do that stuff. I just kind of started messing around with it and I realized how good I was and I just kept going with it. Yeah, a couple of times I wanted to quit because I messed up a shirt or I messed up a cup or I messed something up and I'm like, man, I can't keep messing up, messing my stuff up like that. So I was just, encouraging her like, man, just start it and see how it goes. You might be better at it than, what you giving yourself credit for. So, you know, I guess my, little spill for the day is don't be afraid to fall. And that's with anything. I mean, I know me. I kind of perfectionist. Like when I do certain things, I mean, I want it to be a certain way. I want it to look right, especially if somebody is spending their money with me. I mean, I want their stuff to look right. I don't want it to look like I just threw it together or I was just rushing with it. I want it to look like I took my time and I actually did it. And I know sometimes we count ourselves out, and I put myself in and myself included. Sometimes you feel like you're not good enough or nobody's gonna buy this from me and nobody's gonna support me. But it's always somebody out there who's gonna support you and somebody who's gonna look at, what you're doing and say, man, you do a really good job. I don't mind shopping with you, or I don't mind listening to your music, or whatever it is that is your thing. Somebody is gonna want to support it. Somebody's gonna want to, support you in whatever it is that you're doing. So, like I said, I just kept, trying to encourage her to, just go ahead, get it started. Let her know, no, it's not going to be an easy process. No, it's probably not going to work out within the first 6 months, but don't quit. Just keep going until you start to see the results that you want or you start to get the benefit of it that you would like to have, or you start getting to, your different levels or your different steps in what you're trying to pursue. But just don't give up on yourself. Don't be afraid to step out on faith and just try it, see how it goes. And if you give us yourself a certain amount of time and it's not working, change the game plan and try something different. Some things just may not be for you, but it doesn't mean that you can't give it a try to see if it is or it's not. So, like I said, I just kind of kept talking, talking to her, listening to what she had to say. And I will say this, don't listen to everybody else's opinion. If you got your mind set on something that you want to do, something that you really want to pursue, don't let somebody talk you out of it. If that's your heart's desire, then you do it. And even if you do fail, and sometimes we do have people who like to throw things up in our face and like, man, I told you not to spend your money on that. I told you not to do that. So what? Like, whose opinion really matters? Is it your opinion or is it somebody else's opinion? Have faith in yourself. If you fall, so what? get back up. How can you learn, or how can you grow, or how can you move forward if you never even stand up to take the first step to do it? You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this, pretty much piggybacking off of what I was saying the other day about motivation. I mean, stay motivated with it, but at the same time, don't be fearful because it's something new and because it's not something that you're used to. It's not your normal. It's, something that you're trying out. That doesn't mean that it's not going to work. That doesn't mean you won't be successful at it. And that does not mean that, you can't grow, you can't move forward, you can't expand it. Um, just do it. Just shoot, just jump out there and put yourself out there. Um, for me, I mean, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out certain things because I know some of our people, you might ask them for help and they'll oh yeah, I'll help you, I'll show you how to do that. And when it comes down to it, it's like they don't want to help you because um I hate to say it, some of us have that crab in a barrel mentality. We don't want to see our people get too far ahead of us, and that's sad because it's so much out here for everybody to reap the benefits or the rewards from. You can't harbor everything for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell anybody, you want me to show you how to do it, I don't mind. You want to come over to my house, I can come over to your house. All you have to do is call me. You really gonna have to call me because I forget a lot. Like, I'm getting to the point now I have to put everything in my phone, reminders to do pretty much everything. So if you need my help, I mean, I'm not one of those type of people like, no, I'm not gonna show you how to do it, I don't want you to be better than me. I never been that type. If you want to learn it and I know how to do it, or shoot, we can do it together and we can learn and mess it up and keep going and try to figure it out. I mean, that's how you learn. You didn't come out of the womb walking. You didn't come out of the womb talking. You had to learn. You had to practice. You had to have somebody to help you and work through that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just a little quick bit of inspiration for the day. You know, you got something on your mind, you got something on your heart, and you want to do it. Set aside some time. Have faith in yourself. Pray on it. Talk to Jesus. Because it's been plenty of days I had to talk to Jesus through some things that I was learning to do. I talk to Jesus now. With some things that I know how to do. Because sometimes it's like, I don't remember it being this hard. I don't remember struggling doing it like this the last time. So I mean, you gotta give yourself more credit. You gotta give yourself the opportunity to fall. And I think that is something a lot of people don't give themselves, permission to fail at anything. And I've seen some people like really go crazy because they tried to do something and it didn't work out the way that they wanted to, and they went bananas. And I'm like, it's all right. I mean, give yourself a little bit of credit. I mean, you tried it, it didn't work. I mean, keep working at it if this is what you really want to do. Just keep going. Just don't quit and just don't give up on it just because it didn't pan out the way you wanted to the first time. And I tell my kids that. I remember when my husband kept saying, babe, I want to drive. I want to start trucking. And I don't, think this is the right time for me to do it. I feel like if I jump out there, I might fail. So I told him, I'm like, that's your passion. That's what's in your heart. That's what you love. Go out there and do it. And he went out there, he did it, and he made it happen, and he's still making it happen. So, I'm proud of him for believing in himself, even when he thought it wasn't the best time. He saw the vision, and I saw his vision with him. and he did what he had to do. So, he's pretty much doing the same thing for me. You know, we are each other's support system. We have each other's back. That's like my bestie. That's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? He is my number one supporter. He is. Yeah, I don't care what I do. If I mess it up, he's like, "Oh, babe, try it again, and shoot, you gonna get it the next time." He's like, you always do things, and it comes out 100% most times. And not tooting my own horn, I'm not doing any of that, but I'm just saying it's nice to have people around you that do believe in you, who do have faith in you, and even when you do fall, they still your cheerleaders, and they're still willing to cheer you on and tell you it's all right. You tried it, it didn't work. Get back up, do it again. If it don't work, put it on repeat, do it again until it work out for you. And that's pretty much why I felt like it was, I'm not gonna say it was my duty, but I felt like she needed to hear that because I don't think she had a support system, or she doesn't have the circle of friends that supports her in what she wants to do. And I really I want to see her bring her dreams to light. So I'm not savvy with what it is she's trying to do, but I offer as much help as I can because, I mean, like I said, I help anybody. It might not be much, but I'll offer some type of help. Even if it's just me in the corner cheering you on, that's me giving my support. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that. So, yeah, that's my spill for the day. Give yourself a cushion to fall down. You know, we human. That's just our human nature. We gonna fail at things sometimes. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with us. It doesn't mean that we're not good enough. We just gotta work extra harder at different things at different times. So again, thank you guys for listening to my little rants. And hey, you want to share something about a time where you felt like, you know, you were beating yourself up because you couldn't get something right, or you felt like you didn't have support, or you didn't give yourself permission, you know, to fail? I'm willing to hear it. I mean, sharing your story might help somebody else. I share some of my stories because I feel like whoever's listening, they might have went through the same thing. I might say something that might spark them and like, hey, you know what? I don't feel like I'm alone in that. It's something she said made sense. I don't feel like I'm an alien living on my own planet. I'm human. She went through it. I mean, I went through it. It is what it is. So until tomorrow, y'all have yourselves a good evening. Y'all have yourselves a good night. See y'all tomorrow.